Hello, Flosstube. Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches here. This is my Flosstube, my first Flosstube of the new year, number 315. Today is January 6th, 2024. So we're well into the new year. And this is a channel about cross stitch for anybody who might be watching for the first time. And for those of you, excuse me, who are subscribers, welcome back. And thanks for watching and supporting me through all these many years. I think I started making Flosstube videos in 2017 or 2018. And so I've been going at it for quite a while. So now it's 2024. First of all, I want to point out some things my sister Naomi gave me my Christmas present. For Christmas, she gave me a little skein of yarn and said, okay, give it back. Because there were an IOU for socks. So she made these socks for me. Yeah. So very nice, and I tried one of them on, and it fit very nicely. So I'm anticipating the other one will fit just as nicely. Last week I showed the day I filmed my video, the 30th, I guess it was. Yeah, the 30th. Was the 6th day of my second WIPGO stitching, which was Voyage of Discovery. And so since I filmed the video, I think I put in just a couple more stitches. I was looking at a photo I had sent to my sister for our Three Sisters Creative video. And then the what I had done since then, I guess. And I was like, I could barely tell a difference. There's like a handful of stitches, you know. So I didn't really put that much into it. So I'm not going to show it again because it's virtually the same as it was last week. But I did hit the goal for that on Saturday. So I made my stitching goals for December. And my new start goals, I barely made those too. I did a little bit of Black Cat Season and a little bit of the Reindeer, which was the other one I wanted to do. The Black Cat Season by Lindy Stitches and the Reindeer by Cottage Garden Samplings, A Year in the Woods. I'd shown those, I think, both last week. But my other goal left from December was the FFOs. And I wasn't sure when I did that whether I was going to make those goals or not. But I did. Barely. I got them under the wire. Like when I put them under some heavy books for the glue to dry, I looked at my watch and it was like 11:59. It was really very close to midnight. So technically, I got him in under the wire. So like my sister said, the cross stitch police won't come knocking on your door. But anyway, so the ones I was working on were Gathering Berries by Mr. Pursel of Luminous Fiber Arts. And like I said, she had a series of these. This was finished very nicely into a pillow. Oh, I could have done that, but you know. So I did it on this little easel back board from Hobby Lobby. So I did it, just mounted it on flat board mat board. What am I doing? And then used this. This is a yarn that I used as a trim around it. It's really very nice color. I actually took this. Stitching and the other one I'm going to show took to Hobby Lobby and was looking for a yarn that would match it. After I bought this, I thought, gosh, the name of it sounds very familiar. I hope I don't have this already when I got home, I was looking at the color, and I looked in I have a bag that has several skeins of yarn in it because I use the yarn for trim like this sometimes. And fortunately, I did not have this color already. I had like a purple that was very close to it. But anyway, so that's Gathering Berries by Luminous Fiber Arts. And then the other one I did was Easter Preparation. And this is by Twin Peak Primitives. Yeah. And so this is the piece I got from Hobby Lobby also. Has this little beaded hanger thing. And again, I took this with me to Hobby Lobby to look at, size-wise or my options. And there was one piece of like, just a plain sort of plank wood that would have fit very nicely. But then I thought, well, I could put it like one of those little easel things, to sit it in, and it could be something to, I don't know, put on a table or whatever. But I liked this, this little beaded thing was actually what I was thinking of. They have a couple different things with this kind of hanger on it. I've seen before, but the day I went, this is like the only kind of thing they had with this sort of hanger. But I thought it looked like it was a good size. It was a little bit longer, than the finished piece. This is about a little bit around 9 inches, and this is actually like 14 inches, I think, in length. But this green fabric, I had been trying it with several different things that I was finishing, and I thought, I thought about this piece and that piece, and it was never quite right. And I really kind of like the way this looks. It's very springy, and the color is good. I think it works well. And then these little eggs are just little flat back eggs with no sticky thing. So I just glued them in place. And the reason I put them on here, because I thought, well, should I paint this frame? Should I paint the little beads, whatever? Because it's just kind of naked wood, if you will. But I didn't really have time to do that, and I kind of really didn't want to. So I bought this yarn also at the same time there at Hobby Lobby, and I was very concerned about whether it would fit. So I took it to the store, and I think I said I borrowed, like I said, I borrowed they had like rulers hanging in the sewing area, and I just they were like little plastic thing, whatever, but it was a clear ruler, so I just kind of used it to make sure this would fit. So, but anyway, I had these little eggs, and I used them on the corners of this frame because I think they made the frame backwards, because when they hung this, this is very obviously the back of the frame, right? Because there's the string that the beads are on, and of course the label. But if you look at the frame part here, it looks very nice, right? Well, this side, on these corners, you can see the metal staples where they put the pieces together, the two pieces of the frame, in each corner. You can kind of see it under this egg here. There's a little bit of a staple showing there. So, so I think when they went to put the beads on, I think they put them backwards. So you could see the staples on the front here. So that's why I put the eggs in there, and I just put some more on the fabric just to go with it. So yeah, so I like that Easter preparation. It's a bunny painting eggs, and the mice are helping. So I just, the minute I saw that pattern, I thought that was so cute. I wanted to have it. Anyway, so that was my FFO for the end of December So 2023 is my WIPGO goals were all met. I think there was only 1 month where I was like a few days, after the fact. I think it was the month of July because I had a whole ton of smalls that I was finishing, and then July, I don't have a free space on my WIPGO board, so 3 numbers were called for July, and that meant I had 3 whips, 3 new starts, 3 FFO slots, and one of the FFOs had a whole bunch of smalls was the goal on there. So it took me a little while to meet that goal, but I did meet it. I didn't meet it exactly in the month of July, but So anyway, I had really good success with my 25 blocks. I got all my stitching goals, I get all my FFO goals, and I got all my new start goals. So yay! So I like I said last week, I did make a new WIPGO chart, and the numbers that were called were 9 and 22. So I haven't done 22 yet. I have so for each square I have a main WIPGO call that has a goal of I think I did 7 days. I think I did one or two that I had finishes as the goal. But the rest of them are 7 days, which is up a little bit from last year because I had 6 days on each goal. So I put 7 days, and then I have a secondary whip, and that's the one I've used where I've used series that I have, like the Rabbit series, the Year in the Woods series, things like that. So I've used that as some, I should say, some of the rabbits are secondaries. The Year in the Woods, I have 3 that I didn't work on, and so I have those listed as new starts. So any new starts that I have listed are parts of series that I have, and so none of those things have goals on them. They're just listed in there. So any stitching I do on them, is bonus kind of. So I've only worked on the number 9 box so far in this last few days. I have one piece of secret stitching that I'm not able to show. So I did a couple of days on that, and a couple of days including on January 1st, because tradition has it that at the first of the month you're supposed to say rabbit for good luck. I don't know where that came from, but anyway, so on January 1st I worked on Rabbit October, and so I had a minimal start on this last year. And last year, I know I did the January Rabbit the first year that I did cross stitch camp, and the others I did, I think, the following year. So anyway, I had started Rabbit, and I had not gotten very far on it, and I had done, like, I think these 2 rabbits here, and then a little bit of this greenery. I think I had done this one, and oops, there's something on there, sorry. This little piece of schmutz, I don't know what it is. So I had done two of these rabbits and a little bit of this greenery or something. And so I've done more. I have to do 2 more little brown rabbits, and then some more greenery. And I realized just now, that these rabbits there's no white rabbits in there. They're dark brown and so this reddish brown color. And but I had done 2 rabbits already, right? And I did a white one. I thought, because when I was looking at the chart, I just like, I didn't even think that, okay, I did white, right? And yeah, the color that's on here this calls for is called brick. For this white rabbit is supposed to be brick, and I remembered, after all, when I was looking at this cloth, I thought, what is this rabbit? I thought maybe I had started one of the other charts and decided that the color didn't work because you can barely see that rabbit. And what it is that I started this in this corner, and I had done that brick colored rabbit and couldn't really see it well enough. I didn't finish it, but I started that rabbit, and I decided I didn't like that it wasn't enough contrast, so I changed it to white. Yeah. So it still works. It works very well. But I just, that's why it's not the color that it's supposed to be that is on this thing. I guess I just really wanted to use this fabric. This is a 32 count Murano Carré that Hobby Lobby used to have all these different colors of. And like I said, fortunately, I snatched them all up, all the colors that they had of this Murano Carré for the rabbit charts that I had. And so I do have several that are doubled up where there's, 2 months on one piece of cloth, but not this one. But anyway, so that's the progress that I've made in 2 days on Rabbit. And so if I have time this month, I may be able to finish it because there's just, 2 or 3 rabbits left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think, 3. 2 brown ones and 1 more white one. And then, the greenery and stuff that goes in there. And so, yeah, these are done in Gloriana silks. It's the first time I've used silks. When I did the January Rabbit for cross stitch camp, one of the challenges was to do something new, something you've never used before, a thread or a fabric or whatever. And so I did the January Rabbit in the Gloriana silk that it was called for. And so then I bought all the silks for the other rabbits in that other charts in that series. And so yeah, that's my only project that I'm using silk on so far. So anyway, so that's done. So then this is my other January number 9 call, Seahorse Soiree Biscornu by Heartstring Samplery. And I think that this chart, when it was done, I think it was done like with 32 or 36 count fabric. And this is 28 count, so it's going to be pretty big. This is like the whole width of the Biscornu. You can't see the corner here, but it's, yeah. And then this, I turned the corner here and came around. So it's going to be pretty big, pretty good sized. This is 28 count. I think it's an even weave fabric. But anyway, so last week when I started this, I had a little bit of this border and this, the body of this turtle. It was just a blob, but I couldn't tell from glancing at it what this was supposed to be. But when I started stitching on it, I saw that, that's a turtle. And so this is his little feet and hands, and his feet and his head and his tail there, and even put it in his eye there. And then this is the body of a mermaid. I didn't put her top half, her hair and her body on there. There's a fish, and there's a little bit more. This is got to be another turtle over here. I didn't do his body yet, and another mermaid. And right now I'm working on this whale. And so there's a whole bunch of little sea creatures and stuff on this. So this is just 2 days of work, I think, on this. So I have 3 more, 4 more, 5, 2, 5. 2 and 5 is 7. 2 more days. I mean, 5 more days of this. I'll stop talking now. So, yeah, so this is only the 6th of January. So hopefully I'll be able to make those, that goal pretty easily, and as well as the other one, which is the bear. On that one, I think I had made pretty good progress on, like, the body of the bear is pretty big and pretty complicated, but around it are these, like, there's some cattails, and I think I got pretty far on the cattails before, so I'm hoping I can get far enough in that I can easily start on the bear's body, but it just depends on the chart and that sort of thing. But golly, I think that's all, because I can't show that other stitching that I'm doing right now. And I don't think I brought out the other charts that are still waiting, the wings, the bear and Snowy Reindeer. So really, that's about all. So like I said, I have not put goals for my secondary stitches on here, so it allows me to just do stitch as I can on that secondary item. If I hit the goals for the primary item, I guess, then I can just stitch as much on that, and I can also do any other stitching that comes up. Like I don't think I have the Black Cat series on here. At all. So, but obviously I want to finish that. And I haven't put any more on it since last time I showed it. So I've barely started that. Is it the number 4? The square, I mean, the chart. Number 4 or number 5? 4. And there's 2 more. There's 6 total. So I'm hoping sometime this year to finish that. I just started it in September, so hopefully I'll be able to finish it. But so not having goals for those secondary items charts leaves me a little more room to work on that sort of thing, a little more wiggle room to finish those. But so compared to last week, last week my update was pretty long because I did a whip parade of all the things that are going to be coming up in my 2024 WIPGO chart. But so as a contrast, this week is pretty short. I basically covered everything I have to cover. So I am going to a concert tonight, so I'm going to go get ready for that later on. And so yeah, I think that's it. So this is a short video this time, and I think that's all. That's all I have to talk about this week. So I will see you next week, and hopefully I will have, maybe finished the goal for the Seahorse Soiree, and got started on my other one. I don't know. We'll see. So I will see you next week, and thanks for watching. Bye.